What's up, Corndawg?
What's up, L Dog? How you doing?
Pretty good. How's life over there in Humboldt? Looks like you're in a hotel room or something.
Yeah, I'm not in Humboldt. I'm in Minneapolis.
Oh, my bad. I guess you just said I'm back on the road, and I assumed you went back up to Humboldt.
Oh, yeah. Nope, I'm in Minneapolis right now, and things are going good. Things are going chill. Went to some art museums. Solid art. I just saw Oppenheimer
How'd you like
today.
it?
I didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was bad.
I
It
heard
was
it was
bad.
long.
It's super long. I can't understand why everyone is giving it such praise. You know, it's super long and it's pretty predictable. I feel like it's not that exciting. It's just kind of a lot of trial scenes, um, a lot of Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark looking old, which I didn't
Fun.
appreciate. And
That's your main
yeah,
criticism?
yeah. Yeah, no, the whole movie was just like them going like, "Oh man, I understand that your feelings are hurt or that you're stressed out, but what you're doing right now is so important. You got to keep fighting. You got to do it. There's got to do it right now. You're such an amazing man." Just over and over, and then it'd be like, "Oh, can you explain quantum physics to me?" And then he would like explain quantum physics again. I don't know. I thought it was stupid.
Well, that's because you didn't watch it in IMAX, of course.
I didn't, yeah. And I also couldn't hear a lot of what they were saying, but I was so bored I didn't care. And high.
It's probably the worst type of movie to see high, I would think. Maybe Saving Private Ryan would be worse.
Yeah. It was well, you know what Minneapolis has they have at bars they sell drinks that have THC in them instead of alcohol.
Whoa, I didn't even know that was legal in Indiana.
It's in Minneapolis and in Indiana.
Oh, I thought you said
That's
in. Okay, just kidding. Yeah, but still Minnesota. I didn't know.
yeah,
That
I
makes
guess
a
it's
little
not
more sense, though.
I guess it's like getting legalized in the next couple of days or something like that. But it's already everyone I ask has no idea what the fuck is going on with weed here right now. It's very
Oh, weird.
weird. Like bars can sell weed drinks, but it's not legal to sell other types of weed. A coffee shop was selling weed gummies. It's very strange. But I am I'm a man of the world, Logan. I thought you
It's
knew that
good.
by now.
I'm jealous. I want to do more traveling. All right, the big question, and the reason I've got some extra, episodes we've shot before that we're going to throw to in a minute, but I got to know, and our audience has got to know, did you watch the swimsuit?
Right. So here's the deal with the swimsuit.
Oh, that's
First,
not a good start.
no, it is. First off, the rash that I had complained about, I took care of it. It all went away.
Okay.
I think this is
Again, let
probably.
me know if you ever want me to cut anything out of the show.
I think this is. I'm just thinking, saying this out loud. I know I said it last time, but now I'm saying it out loud. People might think this is really gross and not necessarily
You
want to
think?
hear
Huh.
about our random swimsuit rashes, etc. Especially our swimsuit area. It's probably we got to spend less time talking about.
Now it's a
Anyway,
saga, though.
and it
And
was
I
on the
need a
side.
resolution.
It was on the rash was on the side. It wasn't the front or the back of the swimsuit area, just to clarify.
Okay, because I did
Because
edit the episode, and I know we talked about undercarriage for a very long time too. But
you took
go
that
ahead.
out?
Yeah, I
Oh
didn't take that out.
no.
I didn't know you wanted it. I thought it was funny.
No, you did. You kept it in. That's what he
Yeah, I
said.
kept it all in.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Um, yeah. So yeah, it's not my undercarriage. It's not my gooch. Um, it was never a private area that was, because then it might not even be a rash that was swimsuit related. It might have been an STD or something.
I feel like you're
Um,
avoiding the question though. I feel like you never washed your swimsuit. The I
so
I feel like the idea irked you so much.
sorry, I just saw Oppenheimer, so my story is going to be a little long-winded.
Okay, hey, go for it. I'm
I'm
all
gonna
about it.
tell the story. The story's going to take 3 hours, and the twists and turns it takes, you will never believe. But so I record the podcast, I think about it, I get home, and my swimsuit is already in the washing machine. My
Whoa.
girlfriend put it in the washing machine
She's
while we
taking
were
care of you.
talking about it. Yeah. Yeah. So she did wash it. I have to say it came out fine. Putting it in
What I
the
tell
washing
you.
machine and the dryer didn't ruin it yet. It'll probably speed up the the degradation of my swimsuit. It'll degrade faster this way, but it felt fine. And I've also started using more than just one swimsuit. I hear that's also a bad thing to do.
I mean, it doesn't matter that much if you wash it a lot, but yeah, you'll
Yeah.
want to swap them out.
Yeah, so I've started swapping them out. I can't wear my favorite pair every day all the time. I should probably shower after I swim. A lot of hard realizations and changings of basically who I feel like I fundamentally am at the core, which has been really hard for me, you know?
Just from this
So
swimsuit saga.
yeah, because I've had to make such drastic changes, like start washing my swimsuit, like having to switch out into different swimsuits. It's been a tough transition, but I think that's probably why I needed to go to Minneapolis to just get away from the problem for a little bit and come back and approach it again with fresh eyes and a fresh swimsuit.
Yeah, Indiana can do that for you. Well, all
Yeah,
right. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, and I'm glad to check in on you. And I guess we'll throw to the show now. Here's the
sounds
show.
good.
I'll be fatter randomly.
How you doing today, Corndawg?
I'm doing great, the log.
Yeah, same here.
Good.
Corndawg in the log. Here reporting for Striptease Podcast.
Yeah, welcome everybody. That's the problem with the nickname the log is it's great. I love it. Don't get me wrong. Can't get enough of it.
Okay.
It makes me horny, makes me excited and horn-sided.
All right. Okay.
I want to rip my clothes off and dance in the moonlight.
I hope that's not what my uncle was thinking when he gave me that nickname, but go ahead.
It's hard to refer to you when I talk to you. Go, hi, the log.
Yeah, you don't have to. I'm L-Dog.
Yeah, you're
too.
L-Dog too. It's true.
Or Ouch.
So you're Logan, but your nickname's L-Dog, and then the nickname of your nickname is the log.
The log came first. Actually, I've had a million nicknames. You guys in the Comedy Garage crew started calling me L-Dog, and I don't know who came up with it.
I don't know either.
Somebody thought it was funny. Someone I remember in a laughy mood was like, dude, Logan, can we just start calling you L-Dog? You're like the L-Dog, man. But I don't remember. Probably you.
No.
I can't imagine Sean doing that.
No, I'm never in a laughy mood.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It was Corndale.
But it seems like
It could have been Casey, though, too.
be something funny that was, go
Dude,
ahead.
no, sorry. This just triggered a memory. Casey tried to get my nickname to be LSAC. And he thought that was really funny. I don't know if he expected me to like react really strongly to that, but I didn't. But he just kept it going. But like no one else ever said it.
LSAC is pretty funny, but I'm not going to call you that.
Thanks.
LSAC. I remember we also called you Flogan for a while when he'd freestyle, because I think Sean bought our friend Sean Green bought a CD that they sold on Venice. You know, one of those guys who comes up to you and puts headphones on you like, hey, check this out. Oh, wow, you got to buy this burnt CD that I Sharpied my name on.
Yeah.
And so Sean got suckered into buying it. It happens to all of us once. And the artist's name was Flogan the Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I totally
Flogan
forgot about that.
The Wolverine.
Yeah.
Flogan. Yeah.
I remember it now.
So we transferred that nickname to you for a while, which makes me think, I know the story was that Ludacris sold million albums out of his trunk. So he was kind of one of those people.
Well, pause though. I never heard a million. I knew he started out selling out of his trunk. Is that part of the urban legend? I never heard
Yeah.
he sold that many. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is old knowledge
Could
back
be.
when Ludacris was relevant in my world. And in my world, he still is. I should miss.
He was famous before he was a rapper. He was like a DJ, so that could have helped him.
That makes more
I'm just
sense.
throwing shit out there. I don't know. I've never heard the million, but I knew he used to do that. Anyway, sorry to break up the story.
Don't quote me on that number. Don't hold my feet to the fire over my facts ever. Over anything I've ever said. But it makes me think, has anyone ever bought one of those CDs? I don't know if they happens elsewhere besides LA and New York. I assume Ludacris is in like Atlanta, big cities. I don't know if people listening have any idea. I've been suckered into this, but people will walk up to you with headphones. It happens on Hollywood Boulevard all the time, Venice Beach. Put it on your head and play it for you and be like, yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Kind of get in your face and make you be like, yeah, it's okay. All right, yeah, buy the CD, $5. Only $5 to buy the CD, and they really bully you into selling it. It's not a fair, you're not giving them a fair assessment of their music in that scenario. You feel very pressured into buying it. I just want to know, do you think anyone's ever actually gotten an album that they've listened to more than once and actually enjoyed that way?
I got one album that I don't think I paid for, but it was a Sharpie one, and someone just gave it to me. Maybe at that time, maybe we were filming something, so they thought I was important or something. But it was pretty good. I think it was a rapper, and there were only like 3 songs on it, but they were pretty well produced. I don't know. It was all right.
Oh.
But another time I struck back against these guys. And on Hollywood Boulevard, they didn't hand me headphones. They just, as I was walking by, they put the CD in my chest and I grabbed it. And they're like, okay, that's $10. I was like, no. And they're like, okay, well, give me my CD back. And I was like, you just gave it to me, so it's mine now. And I just kept walking. And he was like, dude, I'm out here trying to start my career and blah, blah, blah. You don't give a shit, blah, blah, blah. And actually, I then felt really guilty and I just gave it back to him. But they've never bugged me since. So I don't know if they if it's the same guys on Hollywood Boulevard or if they just were like, yeah, there's a guy that has a shaved head. Like, don't give it to him.
Right. I mean, that's like just slapping it into someone's chest is so stupid. That has nothing to do. You don't even get to hear the music. They're just slapping your chest and they say, all right, now give me $10. That has nothing to do with your music.
They count on you being befuddled, but I'm a local. So
exactly.
I was just like, thanks.
Exactly.
But they expect you to be like a Hawaiian shirt wearing guy with a camera around his thing. Like, oh, the local culture. Sure. $10.
Right. Exactly.
And it's just $10 anyway. So
yeah, I start saying no, like from like 20 feet away. I just go, no, as I walk through those people, just not to even try, don't even give them an opportunity to try.
You know who I saw selling CDs on Hollywood Boulevard one day? I was walking around.
Who?
And in a way, I saw two people I knew just walking in my neighborhood. So that part made me feel cool.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm living in LA. I know people around town.
Sure.
I own this town.
Right.
But I saw AC, the program director,
Yes.
selling CDs on Hollywood Boulevard. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah, I didn't know he sold them on Hollywood Boulevard, and that would be a CD that I think people would actually enjoy. I've gotten a lot of mixed CDs from AC that are really, really good. So shout out to AC, the program director,
Yeah.
hiphopphilosophy.com. You can check that out. He has a lot of great, I have like a really good Prince mix from him. Really good, Sean Price when he died, as a rapper, and a bunch of beat tapes. He's a really good producer. He makes great beats. So
Yeah, check out his YouTube too. I mean, since we're talking about him, because he puts out a lot of stuff. He does a lot of live shows at his record store. I don't know.
yeah, right.
Remember the name of the record store? Maybe it's Hip Hop Philosophy. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. No. That's actually a good example of someone who does stuff like that. He's a DJ for us at our show, and he's a cool dude. He's a good guy. So,
But he has a record store. You can't just. I mean, most of the kids doing that are young anyway. They're just starting out. But yeah, you
Right.
can't make a living
right.
doing that.
Right.
They might as well
right.
hand them out, really.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, hand them out and say, follow me on Instagram or something like that. That would make more sense, and that could prove more fruitful.
Yeah.
Because if I paid $5 for something and it sucks, I'm going to be pissed. I'm not going to follow that person on Instagram. You know?
Definitely.
Anyway, buy our merch. We got our freestyle albums we're putting out on our Patreon, so be sure to check those out.
Yeah, definitely. We should do that. I'm down.
I'm down too. I'll put out a freestyle.
Yeah, we'll have a freestyle battle.
Yeah, we can produce the beats and then we'll freestyle over them.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That sounds great.
It really does. But not today. Unless you want to just pull up a
No,
royalty-free beat.
I don't want to today. It sounds great, but not today.
Oh, okay. He's got to have writtens.
Exactly. Exactly. I can't come straight off the dome like Flogan, the Wolverine. I'll be Professor Flex. Professor.
Did you just make that up? That's a good name.
I did.
Fuck yeah.
Watch out. Watch
Professor
out.
Flex.
Yeah.
Dude, that's great.
Thanks.
That should be our band name. I'm going to take half of it.
Professor. Well, I was just going off the X-Men thing. Flogan the Wolverine. And Professor
right.
Flex. I pretty much put the two first letters in front. Flogan and Flex.
That's fucking great.
All right. There we go.
But Flogan the Wolverine's taken.
That's right. True. Well, now I have Professor Flex, which is a pretty good X-Men centered nickname. You could be Flagnito.
Right.
It doesn't work as well.
No.
Well, who else? Storm. Gambit.
Flambit.
Ooh, Flambit. Miss the Beast Man. Was that one? I don't remember.
Have you ever heard of Mr. Beast, the YouTuber?
Yes. Do you watch his shit?
No. The other day, I mean, he just seems to be everywhere and he's in the news and stuff. So I watched part of one video and it was like epic, but it's like, who can sit here and watch this? I don't know. But I mean, epic meaning he spent a lot of money to do like a stupid contest, but it's like,
Right.
why would anyone watch this?
And the
Why
contest
is he so
is
popular?
like to win money or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that what he does? Is it like it's like a good natured
Well, you predicted
contest?
it. I mean, the one video I saw was about winning $1,000. He had 100 people. He must have rented out like a warehouse,
Yeah.
and he had 100 people aged 1 to 100.
Okay.
Each had their own little section of the warehouse, and the last person to leave the warehouse got $1,000. So the prize was way less than what it must have cost to put this together.
And how long were people in that warehouse for?
You think I could watch the whole thing and pay attention? That was boring and stupid as shit. I hate shit like that. I don't understand YouTuber
I would
entertainment.
I would love it if the 1-year-old won.
They never. Well, they do these things and then they keep cutting like, oh, this old guy, he's kind of worrying me, and they people interacting with each other, but I never saw any cutting to a baby.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
the baby lost immediately, probably. You're not
Well,
even
it
allowed
depends.
to.
If the baby's in there alone, it probably has a hard time getting out of there.
The baby died, disqualified.
They put $1,000 over his dead body and the video over. I don't.
And then it's got that weird thumbnail. He's in every thumbnail, like,
Yes. Yeah.
but it's a dead baby. What is up with that face, too? Oh, yeah, he's so weird. But maybe that's part of it.
Hate that shit. Like there's those videos on Instagram where this guy who's I'm sure very popular on Instagram, and he goes, "Hey, excuse me, I'm trying to go to get a coffee. Can I borrow $1?" And this person would be like, yeah, sure, okay. And he's like, thanks for the $1. Then he turns around and goes, hey, that was actually a test to see if someone would be generous enough to give me $1. Here's $5 million or
Right.
whatever. You know, I'm going to give you $500 for giving me that $1. And they're like, what? Really? Oh my God, thank you. He's like, yeah, you're a good person for giving me $1. I'm just like, what? This is the weirdest, least entertaining, clout chasing bullshit I've ever fucking seen.
And it proves no point.
It proves no point.
Like, now I'm going to give everyone $1 thinking
Right.
I'll win a prize. What? That's so
Right.
dumb.
It's just like the videos that are on social media that are like trying to hit you in the feels usually just really piss me off. They just
Yep.
feel so staged and such bullshit. And it's like, who is this person? This guy who's like asking for $1 and then giving out a bunch of money. He's like no moral authority. What's he judging all of us for?
Exactly.
Like there's some people I give $1 to. There's some people I don't. Does that make me a bad person?
I mean, definitely yes, but yeah, I agree. It's obnoxious.
It's so
Yeah.
stupid. Although to be completely transparent and honest, I did see a heartwarming video today that made me tear up.
Oh, well, let's
I
hear
made
about
the
it.
video.
Oh,
No, I'm
okay.
just joking. I'm just joking. It was a barber shop, and this barber was shaving this older woman's head, and she was looking pretty serious. And then he found out she was shaving it because she had to undergo chemo because she had cancer, and so he started shaving his head. And then another barber walked over and shaved his head too. And then another barber walked over, and they all the three barbers there walked over and got their head shaved in solidarity with her.
I'm annoyed.
Sweet. It was sweet.
That sounds dumb to me, but I don't know.
Why? Supporting a woman who's going through chemo is dumb to you?
Yes,
Okay.
fuck her. No, I don't know.
It was it seemed like a very genuine moment.
Like
She
it was
like
organic.
crying.
It just happened.
Yeah, exactly.
I could see it. Yeah, weird things make me cry.
But
Or
also,
well up.
why were they filming that?
Yeah,
Maybe I got duped.
I don't know.
Now I'm hardened and I'll never cry again. What was the last thing that made you cry? I'll tell you the other thing that made me cry. After that, the thing before that.
You know what? I can't. There was something silly that made me cry just because it was a good trailer or something. Weird things
Yeah.
make me cry when they're really well put together. I know that sounds,
No, I
Weird.
get it.
but truly, if something is perfectly, this is so nerdy. If something's perfectly edited together like a trailer
Yeah.
or a short film,
Yeah.
it really almost makes me cry. Like, wow, they nailed it. I don't know.
Yeah. The
It's an
Barbie
art
preview.
thing. Exact. That's what it was. No, but last time I almost never cry in movies unless I'm watching it on an airplane. So first of all, that's weird.
That is weird.
But the last time I remember what I cried about, it was, did you ever see, I think it's called Moonlight, the Academy Award
Yeah,
winning
I never saw it.
movie.
I was a big La La Land guy.
Both great.
Didn't see that either.
I mean, it took way less people and money to make Moonlight. It's kind of crazy that they were even competing with each other for anything. But
right,
anyway,
right.
but it was a good movie. It's basically a fictional movie and it takes place over 3 time periods. So you've got 3 different actors playing each character as they age, and they all did a great job. So it is like really well made. But the main character is growing up in the hood with a crackhead mom, and he's secretly gay. So they just, kind of created this character with all the problems in the
powder
world.
keg of bad feelings.
Oh man, and it got me because it was slowly revealed that his mom was a crackhead, and then it was slowly revealed that he's also gay.
Right.
In the middle of like all this stuff, and he's going through all this stuff, and at a part in the movie, this bully is bullying him, and he finally snaps. And as the audience, we've seen him go through so much shit, but he finally snaps and beats the shit out of this bully. And now for the rest of his life, that main character is just a gangster. He was sent to juvenile delinquent school, and like after that, that was his path.
Right.
So anyway, that's the plot of the movie. So it is good. It's very
and
rich.
The bully's gay and does crack too.
Well, there's this one scene where 2 10-year-olds are on a beach together, 2 10-year-old boys. And it's basically a sex scene where I don't remember if they're jacking each other off or just making out.
Oh, so this is what
it was
made you
something
cry.
intense. But right when that was happening, a stewardess, a flight attendant came by to give me something or something. And this is not like the most popular movie, but she just saw like what I was watching. I was like, no, I swear this is an Academy Award winning movie. This is
like, sir, put your dick away.
whatever
Here's
she
your
was.
Sprite.
Well, whatever she was handing me, I think she was handing me a drink when she walked up during that scene, and she handed it to me like this. So like she was like, "What is going on?" But it's like, I mean, Delta, it was an option.
Yeah,
No, I didn't bring this movie.
Well, it was fine until you were rewinding that scene and watching it over and over again until you landed.
I was asking her how to like pause and rewind.
Is there a zoom in function on these?
It was tastefully done. It didn't show anything.
I'm sure it was tastefully done. It won an Academy Award for Best Picture.
But it's 2 10-year-old gay boys on a beach making out. It's like weird to just walk up on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watching that.
Absolutely.
I don't know. There's got to be a really funny, weird one that made me cry. I'll think about it maybe.
I cried at Guardians of the Galaxy, the last Volume 3. I went and saw that.
Well, I heard some spoilers on that, and that sounds sad.
Yeah. Yep, they really
So
go
I kinda
for
get
it.
it.
They really go for it. It's a good film. Marvel, you push me away and you pull me back. All the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are good, and it's
Is that James Gunn, by the way?
yeah.
Right. I think he's a little separate from the rest of the Marvel thing, because I think he started a lot of trends in the Marvel franchises, so Disney kind of lets him own his little trilogy, or that's what I heard.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And it's weird. It's like, I don't know. I think like they kind of with Thor too, and Taika Waititi, right? He's also kind of got Thor, which has gotten a little too zany in my respect. From my point, what am I trying to say?
From your
For
point of view?
me, and
I never saw those, but I like Taika Waititi. Like, anyway.
I don't like him.
No, I love the Mandalorian episodes he directed.
Oh, that's true. I'll give him that. I love those too. I was not a big Jojo Rabbit fan. People were going ape shit about Jojo Rabbit.
Oh yeah, Hitler's great. No, I didn't see it.
Well, now I feel like everyone's loving it, and then now there's backlash. Now people are coming over to my side about, hey, actually, it's bad. So I don't know. I don't know what to say, but I guess I've always been right. So when I say something, believe me, whether it's fact or not.
Because it always is fact.
Because it always will eventually turn out to be a fact.
Very good. Mm-hmm. So, by the way, did you bring any facts today from
Our old friend
Ripley's
Ripley?
Believe It or Not? Yeah.
Yes. I went to Ripley's Believe It or Not in Hollywood, by the way. Have you ever been there?
No.
It's fun. It was a great first date idea. If you want to go on a first date, might I recommend that you go to Ripley's Believe It or Not on Hollywood Boulevard, walk through the museum. They have
Fly to LA.
First
date.
Exactly. It only applies if you live here. Because I can't do this anymore because I'm in a relationship. Can't do a first date anymore. We know each other too well. Now we just sit on the couch and jack off. I don't know why I keep wanting to say jack off today, but
That's what married couples do.
that's what we do. I'm not.
Not married, but
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, so you fly out to the City of Angels. You go to Ripley's Believe It or Not, walk around, see the tallest man in the world, see some shrunken heads, fun, laughing, giggling, having some sweet, tender moments, hand on each other's thighs, hand on your own thighs.
while you're standing and walking around.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Maybe you slip one hand down the back of their pants consensually if they're into that sort of thing. You got to read the room here. Doesn't matter what anyone else in the room thinks, but I guess just your date. I don't want to endorse just shoving your hand down the back of someone's pants on a first date if it's not going well. You know, it's not like, wow, this date's kind of awkward. I know what will liven things up.
I mean, I'm just throw out there. Maybe skip that on the first date.
Yeah, stick to jamming your hand down
Let
the
her
front
do
of their
it if
pants.
she wants. Yeah, exactly. Stick your hand down your pants and let her smell it first, and then ease into it.
Right, because we are smell is the sense closest tied to memory. So if that she give her something to remember you by, or him or them or whatever, whoever you may choose to date, and then after you laugh and feel each other's downstairs there. Then you head on over to my old haunt in Hollywood. I haven't been there in forever. Actually, I feel bad. My friends are probably asking about me. The Scum and Villainy Tavern on It's on
Hollywood.
Hollywood and like Vine area.
Something like that. That place rocks.
That place is awesome.
I mean, I've only had drinks there. I don't know how their food is, but
I've never had the food either.
The atmosphere is so cool. It's just like the Star Wars cantina, if you don't know.
Yeah, I want the first
in the first Star Wars from 1977. Sorry.
Right. So the first time I walked in there, I was with my friend Nick, and we went to a Blue Man Group show at the Pantages.
Oh.
So we were at the Pantages, and of course we're stoned out of our brains because we're going to go see Blue Man Group. And we wanted to enjoy the show, so that's what you do. And then we walk over to there's other parts, whatever. There's other parts of the story that are crazy from the frolic room.
Put your hand down
before.
his pants.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Normal date stuff.
Yeah. That's the normal stuff I was going to skip over. But there's some other exciting parts to that story, but it doesn't really apply. So I'll just skim over that. We went to the frolic room, met a woman. Okay, I'll tell it. So we met this woman. It's too good.
I don't know the story.
I know. It's like a total diversion from the. It's all gonna go well. It's all gonna go well. All right. I'm just telling myself that.
This
as
is
much
all
as you,
leading
the
up to
listening
the
audience.
Sorry to talk over you. This is all leading up to the fact. From
Ripley.
Ripley, believe it or not. Okay, go ahead.
So we meet at the Frolic Room, which is a bar right next to the Pantages, one of my favorite bars in LA. This little old kind of it's divey, but it's got classic caricatures of old Hollywood on the back wall, just a big mural of Abbott and Costello or Laurel and Hardy and Marilyn Monroe and all those,
right?
Bob Hope, all those types of people. And so we're in there having a drink, and we start talking to this couple, and we're like, "Hey, you guys come here a lot?" They're like, "Well, we have been lately. we're on our honeymoon right now. We're like, oh, cool. Congratulations. You got married. That's great. And they're like, yeah, it's been great. We flew in from, I don't know, Dallas or some shit like that. We flew in from Dallas and our hotel is right around the corner. So we pretty much spent every day in the Frolic Room. Their whole honeymoon, they've been in this little dive bar just drinking for the whole honeymoon.
Maybe when they're not having sex or something.
Right. And so that was,
I hope.
I don't know. And whatever floats your boat. I think that would be maybe a fun weekend if you're from out of town. I don't know.
Yeah, but honeymoon, come on. And you're in LA, you're near the beach anyway. You can do other stuff.
Right.
That's just me. I don't know.
Right. Exactly.
There's no dive bars in Dallas. Wait.
So at any rate, at some point the guy gets up and goes to the bathroom, and we're like, oh, talking to the wife, getting wise with the wife. No, putting moves.
Cracking wise.
No, we're just talking to the wife. There was nothing nefarious going on, or we weren't being joking around or anything. But we go to the wife. We're talking about like, oh, she's like, what are you guys doing here? We're like, oh, we're going to the Blue Man Group next door. Are you guys going? And she goes, fuck no. I hate the Blue Man Group. I'm like, what? Who hate? I can understand not caring for them, but hating the Blue Man Group? And she goes, yes. I used to be a sex worker. Fine. No judgment. Now she's happily married. Great. And one time I was paid by this man to come to his hotel room, and he made me blow him while he was live streaming a Blue Man Group show on his laptop. She's like, and it was really disturbing, and ever since then I cannot stand the Blue Man Group. We're just like, wow.
Was her husband hearing all this?
No, he was in the bathroom during all of this.
That is so funny.
So there's so many different levels.
Sorry, just to clarify, was that consensual though? I mean, she was getting paid, right? Or was this
yes.
Like, oh, okay. Just
yeah. She knew she was getting paid for it.
I didn't want to say it was funny, and then it was like, oh no, she was forced.
No,
anyway,
no.
Sorry.
She was a sex worker. She was being paid to do this.
That's what I thought.
So it was consensual in that respect. It's a
but
transactional,
still creepy.
but
Like,
it was
what
still
the hell?
disturbing for her. Yeah. And so it added a bunch of weird layers, obviously, where it's like, wait, does the husband know this? Hopefully he does.
I want to know about the Blue Man guy. Does he need that to get off?
What the hell is that guy's deal? That was the number one thing. Yeah. And wow, that does sound disturbing.
I'm picturing like a guy with a tube sticking out of his pants, and you like extend it, and she's like beating a drum on it.
Yes, the neon paint shooting out of the Yes. I know, very strange, very strange. So then we went and saw Blue Man Group, which was fun.
She ruined your experience. Okay.
She really did. The whole time I was imagining, man, I could be getting blown right now watching this. Imagine how much better the show would be. And afterwards, we were still looking for something to do. So we had a great time. We were walking around, got a little bit more stoned, and walked into first we went to a VR place, which was whatever, real like a front business, a VR place, or just like a bunch of like Xboxes plugged into the VR goggles, in a wall.
There's a place right down the street.
Yeah.
Where you can do VR skiing.
Yes.
And they're never open. So I don't know. It's like, how do they make a profit ever?
Right. It's total fraud. We caught them during like the 15 minutes that they were actually open. We go to that. That's fine. And then we stumble into the Scum and Villainy. No prior knowledge. Actually, I think Nick might have known about it. Anyway.
But it's all in that area.
It's all in that area. We walk in there, the Star Wars Cantina Bar, and I'll never forget stepping in because it looks exactly like the 70s Cantina Bar. And you walk in, and beyond the look of the actual physical place, the people in there, the one bartender is dressed as Captain America. One bartender was dressed as Tomb Raider. There was Spock from Hollywood Boulevard and Captain Jack Sparrow from Hollywood Boulevard sitting at a table drinking together.
Oh, wow.
There's like people dressed up like the Star Wars from Guardians of the Galaxy. People dressed up like any sort of cosplay. Like it was not strictly limited to Star Wars at all.
Weird.
So it just made it fucking crazy, you know? Especially, I've never seen the Hollywood characters in there since, but like seeing Jack Sparrow and Spock just sitting at a table drinking was so surreal. And we just sat at the bar and we're just like entranced.
Right.
Like the fact that the bartenders cosplay, but not specifically Star Wars, was so bananas to me.
Yeah, that's not what I expect you to say at all.
I know. Yeah, it was so bananas. And it was just like, it really just made it the most weird and unique experience. And from that experience, it made me just want to come back over and over again because it is so fun. It's a nerd's paradise. I feel like a lot of people, it's like there was a real sense of community in that place of people who really need it. You know, it feels like they belong there, and it makes it a really fun place to pop in and out of.
I need to check out that documentary about those Hollywood Boulevard people who cosplay.
Yes.
Because I know there's a doc out there. I'm curious about those people. Like, what's their deal? But
I think I
haven't
watched
seen
it
it.
at one point. I just remember like Superman carpooling with like SpongeBob or something like that. And it was really bizarre. Oh, and that reminds me, also by the Cantina Bar, Scum and Villainy, there's a Beetlejuice themed bar.
really, ooh, that sounds cool.
And it's like Tim Burton themed inside. But not only is Beetlejuice there, but also Jason, Freddy Krueger, Chucky. There's another like amalgamation of different horror characters that come running in and do stuff all around, which is also very fun. And one time, Chucky chased my friend's girlfriend down the street, which was really funny.
Down the street.
Yeah, like
Was he
outside
really
of the
mad?
bar. No, just scaring her. That was great.
At what point did she realize, oh, this is just a little guy fucking with me? Or did he finally realize she's never going to stop running? I'll just walk back to my...
Yeah,
Back
I don't
to
know.
the
I don't
bar.
know how it ended. Actually, they went around the corner and were gone. Maybe it was their secret way to go make out.
Maybe.
Anyway, you ready for Ripley's facts?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's hear some facts, Corndawg.
Okay, here we go. This is from Ripley's Believe It or Not. And it is done by a person's, I forgot the name. So I apologize. I don't know where that happened, where I saw the name, but now I don't know it anymore. So we're just going to forget that part and go.
You can Google what he's saying in the word Ripley's, believe it or not, and figure it out.
That's true.
That'll be how we credit people from now on.
That's true. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, here we go. So this one, I gotta be honest, the first fact here is kind of a dud, but I'll read it anyway. New York City appointed a rat czar in 2023 whose job is to reduce the city's rodent population. You knew about that, right?
No.
Oh, so this is an exciting one for you.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
We need one here in LA at Cornell's house.
Yeah, that's for sure. I needed a rat czar, definitely. Oh man, this damn gone now, I think, supposedly. I don't Yeah, that's got to be a tough job in New York, trying to get rid of rats.
Yeah.
I mean,
There really are a lot here. I don't know why, it's a different climate here.
yeah, but rats it's like raccoons, or they
Just everywhere, huh?
They populate all of the United States and probably all of the world.
You know what? us dirty Europeans brought them over because that was the Black Plague
Right.
in Europe. They're
Right.
probably from Europe.
But there were probably rats here before that, right?
Well, there's no way to ever know. I have no idea.
Ripley, we got
I'm
an
filling
idea.
in the blanks. Yeah.
I know. I don't know if they all originated in Europe and then took over, or if rats are all over the place. At least because mice.
I've got a great fact with no follow-up questions, please.
Okay.
About
Lay it on
rats.
me.
There are I think it's in Australia, but there's this part of the world, I'm pretty sure it's in Australia, where I think it's once a year or once every 2 years or something, they have a plague of rats. And it's the same species of rat that's in New York or in LA, but for whatever reason, in that one region, on a cyclical basis, like these rats just start reproducing to where you open a silo, like you own a barn, you open a silo, it's just filled with rats.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't know else to explain it, like a plague or like locusts or something.
Right.
But rats, or maybe they're mice,
Just like
but
a great fuck sesh.
but they don't do that anywhere else in the world. So for whatever reason, the climate or something is perfect in that area for that to happen.
Interesting.
And then when this cycle happens, they all can't. There's not enough for them all to eat, so a lot of them just die off, and the cycle starts over.
Whoa.
It's really weird.
That is crazy.
That's all I know about it, and
Wow.
I think it's Australia.
Well, I'm going to take every word you said as complete fact, and I'm going to share it with everyone I know for the next 15 to 20 years. So thank you
Perfect.
for that, Logan. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
for that. Okay. Here's fact number 2. Research suggests that people who often eat French fries and other fried foods are more likely to have depression.
Ooh. That I believe.
Yes.
Last time we recorded, this wasn't French fries, but I had the night before eaten, or the day before, eaten an entire thing of Toll House cookies that you bake.
Oh,
I ate all of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But last time we recorded, that whole day I didn't feel good. Like I was just like, I'm in a bad mood, and it's because of those. I knew it was.
Yes. Yes, I believe that. I don't know necessarily how much the food is 100% to blame for that, or how much the people who eat that food are more likely to be living a certain type of lifestyle. Maybe it's just more depressed in general and they look to food for comfort. I don't know.
I mean, I can tell you those cookies, like I don't know. I suppose I don't really know, but yeah, I could draw a direct line to that.
Yeah.
Like I just knew I was sluggish. I had to drink extra caffeine, which I'm trying to quit that day.
Right.
And it was
right.
because of all that shit. I mean, it's just this heavy cookies in my system. Like my body's tired of trying to,
It's like we're breaking this down, but there's nothing good in here.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. They're just putting it all down the poop chute.
Pretty much.
Poop chute's a good term.
Poop chute. Is that just your butt? Is that another name for something?
I think it's just your butt. But it can't just be your butthole, because that's not a chute. I think of a chute as a tunnel. So maybe it's your colon.
You shoot the shit out, though. Anyway. What's the third fact?
Okay. Here we go. Wait, I was about to read the same one all over again. Okay. The U.S. has an average of just 8 public toilets per 100,000 people.
Whoa, that's interesting.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I've always thought there should be more, but not that much more.
Yeah, absolutely. There should be more. Yeah, I hate being in places where there's no place to take a whiz or a dump.
My lizard brain wants to start, when I ask if there's a bathroom I can use and they say no, I just want to start pissing right there. It's like, fuck you.
I think
there is a bathroom here, goddammit. Let me use it.
Right. It's like it's not our fault that the unhoused rely on bathrooms in certain public places. That shouldn't mean that no one gets to use a bathroom in all of downtown or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's bullshit. There's got to be better scenarios.
Well, yeah, have a code or a coin or whatever.
Right.
That's what they do around here. I think maybe they recognize me around here. They're like a little better around here, but like you go to the touristy area you were just talking about, you could probably never find a bathroom unless you bought something, by
Right.
Scum and Villainy.
Right.
And yeah, downtown, as a business owner, though, I don't know. I guess it's not their fault.
Yeah, it's not necessarily their fault, but there's got to be a better solution somewhere.
Yeah, well,
Maybe we need.
we should. Just to take it super serious again, we need to build housing and stuff for everyone who's homeless.
Oh yeah,
we can
maybe house the unhoused. I guess we wouldn't need more public toilets if all the people who are forced to live in public had a private place to live with their own private bathroom. I think you're on.
Yeah, but they didn't earn it, so fuck them. I'll just smell shit every time I walk outside. I'd rather do that.
Well, if we gave more money to the police, I'm sure we could figure out a solution to this problem too. So
Yeah, but if we gave money to the police and housed the homeless, then like how can we spend all the how can we build tanks and bombs and
right
death machines? That's more important.
That is the number one thing. I don't think that budget's ever going to be a problem for us. We're always going to find room to make money for them. And anyone who holds any position of power, we'll make sure they're going to get plenty of money and that they also have access to insider training and bribes from different corporations. I think that
And their own toilets.
And their own perfectly clean toilets. That's true. They never run into this problem we're talking about. I'm sure.
On January 6th, there just weren't enough toilets for all those people. That's why
they stormed
that's the
the
original.
Capitol. I simply cannot imagine that. Can you imagine if you were staying in a warehouse with 100,000 people? If you're on a cruise ship,
Okay.
you're on a 100,000 person cruise ship and there's 8 toilets on that thing.
How many people are on a cruise ship?
I have no clue.
100,000 seems
I have
like a
no
lot.
clue. They're huge.
Well,
They
I
are
would just
huge.
piss or shit off the bow. I mean,
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. That's the way to do it.
that actually does sound fun.
You'd have to have
Sounds
someone
scary.
like I would want someone to like hold my legs while I did it to make sure I didn't fall off. But then that's a pretty bad scenario for someone to have to try and hold your legs while you shit off the edge of a boat, because if the wind blows the wrong way, you're getting shit in your eye.
Another first date idea. Test how much she loves you, how much she's willing to. If you can't accept me in my best, you don't deserve me in my worst. That's what you should say.
Wait, you got it wrong. That's the complete opposite. If you can't accept me at my best, you don't deserve me at my worst.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I love that.
Because your best is you shitting off of a cruise. That's like a highlight of your life.
That is true. That is true. I don't want to even think about what your worst is.
You sure don't. Have you heard about the influencer who was trying to take a selfie on a cruise or something, or trying to do some stunt and
He
fell
got
off?
dared to jump off.
That's even stupider than what I thought.
Yes. He got dared to jump off, so he jumped off.
And was counting on someone saving him, and they just kept going, and now he's gone forever. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, not good, but that sucks, though. What an idiot.
Yeah. You got to be incredibly stupid. I want to know, there's got to be there's so many cruises out there. I would say over 100 people a year probably jump off on a dare off a cruise ship.
You might be right. That's so crazy.
So fucking stupid.
If you're not, maybe if you don't grow up around the ocean, you just don't know. Like, because before I moved out here, I don't know, it's hard to really gauge how freaky the ocean really is until you're out there in a boat
Yeah.
And you see like how regular waves on a regular day are like 30 feet tall. And they're
Right.
just going up and down, popping around you. It's like,
Right. I
and
mean,
when-
I've had
sometimes when you're on a cruise, you can't see land. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
I think that's when he jumped off. If he could have swam to land, he probably would have been okay. He jumped off in the middle of the ocean. And it's not like a cruise ship is going to be able to just turn around and come pick you up.
no.
You know, very, very poorly thought out, clearly, which is why he's dead. So why am I, trying to shit on him now? I think everyone knows. No one can argue whether or not that was a sound decision that he made.
Especially since he's not famous. I don't even know his name.
Right.
That was the whole point. Actually, I thought that was the point. I guess it was a dare.
Well, there's also that kid in England. Have you heard about that kid who, like, for a social media video, he just walks into a stranger's house, just films himself walking into some stranger's house, and his family has like a kid and stuff, and they're like, what the hell? Get the fuck out of here. He's like this 18-year-old kid. And then he got taken to court, got in trouble, was banned from using social media. And then right after that, he went into not like the London Underground, but whatever their version of like a trolley or something like that.
Now back just to reset. So he had already gotten in trouble, right?
Got in trouble for walking in that stranger's house.
With the law. So is he on
He
probation
was,
when
like,
he's doing this other
banned
thing?
from social media. He was banned from making any social media posts.
Okay.
And then he goes and makes a social media post where he goes to like the front of a train or something like that and like tries to stop it. I didn't even watch the video or read more into it because like I don't want to know any more about this guy.
Oh.
But he goes and he like walks into the front of the train and takes control of it and stops it or something while it's giving these people rides to work or whatever.
That guy's going to kill someone someday. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's a psychopath.
Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely.
I mean, I get a thrill out of doing certain thing like pranks or I used to when I was a kid, but like that is like,
that's insane.
yeah, that is psychopath shit. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Like who's going to like,
I don't
dude,
know.
that freaks
I don't
me
know.
out.
I know. Kids are crazy these days.
Jumping off is less psycho than stopping a train.
No.
I don't know why.
I agree. I mean, you're drunk. Everyone's egging you on. Like, oh, come on. What are you, a pussy? You know?
Yeah.
And you see these dumb 18-year-olds doing shit like that. And he was like a good football player or something like that. A college football player.
In England where they love football.
No. This is the Texas guy on the cruise ship.
Oh.
I've switched back to talking about him.
Oh, gotcha.
But I could see him being egged on into jumping off of a cruise ship.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
The other guy, I don't know what the hell's going on in there. I mean, he's making a name for himself. I'll give him that. Hey, all press is good press.
That seems like a scene from fucking Breaking Bad or something. Just like someone going nuts and just, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Walks to the front, just stops the train.
Right. Right.
Next-
I would be so pissed. if I
Next
was on
season,
that
he just
train.
murders someone because he felt like it. It's like, what the fuck?
Right. Right. Yeah. It was pretty wild. Pretty wild. Weird, wild stuff.
Weird, wild stuff.
All right. Should we do our facts? I mean, comics?
Sure. Let's see. 36 plus. Yeah, why not? I don't know. It's probably about that time.
You can check on the YouTube video.
Oh, good call.
Otherwise,
I'll check on the video. Duh.
Oh, yeah. What's it say?
Might as well.
13 minutes?
55 minutes. Whatever.
We
It'll
said
be a
it pretty
little
quick.
short.
All right. So, last week, Wizard of Id won.
That's right.
So, Logan brought in Wizard of Id, and he is going to read his comic strip first.
It's 3 panels. It's about a wizard and his wife. It's a wizard on a scale. He's looking at the scale, weighing himself, and he's sighing. Second panel, he lifts his wand. Third panel, his wife walks in and says, "No levitating." The end.
Yep. All right, great. Today, the contender is Pearls Before Swine by Stefan Pastis. This one, 3 panels as well. So we're going panel for panel, pound for pound, which one brings the most laughs. So there's a pig talking to a goat, and the pig says, "Do you think life is a balance of successes and failures?" And the goat says, "Of course. It's that way for everyone." And the pig's looking down at a piece of paper, and it has a line down the middle. It says, failures, my successes. And there's just like the tick marks. There's about like 100 tick marks in my failures and nothing under my successes. That's when the pig goes, "I must finish really strong."
That's a good one. I saw that one. That's why I didn't laugh very hard.
Oh, you saw that one already.
Yeah, when I was, maybe it was
You were
earlier in the week.
researching for who's got it. Okay, well then I think this one is a mistrial.
You think so?
Yeah.
What's your opinion? Who's funnier? Do you not have one?
I think it's a mistrial. We need both people's input, and it needs to be a surprise.
Okay.
So we'll come back next week. We'll compete with new Pearls Before Swine, new Wizard of Id, and it will be a better battle. I'm sorry that this week we couldn't come up with a grand champion. There was technical difficulties beyond our control.
As a consolation, I have a honorable mention if you're interested.
Very.
Because I thought the first part of this was really funny, but then they have a whole nother joke. It's like, what? Wizard of Id again. It's 1,000,000 panels, but the first 2 got me.
Okay.
It just starts. It's just a farmhouse.
Wait. You do the first 2, and I'm going to try and guess where the joke goes at the end, okay? Do you think I could do that?
The first 2?
You read the funny panels. Go ahead and read the...
Okay. The funny panels is this. It just starts. It's a scene of a farmhouse, and you see that a rooster's saying, "Cock-a-dood!" And then it cuts to the rooster, and he's got shades on, and he says, "Deal with it."
I like that a
It made me
lot.
laugh. Cock-a-dood. I don't even know what that means. And then it's like 8 more panels. So it's a
Yeah, just read it.
it's
I
a
can't guess
surf.
off
What's
that.
another word for a surf? Or like
A peon.
yeah.
A poor idiot loser, dumb bitch, asshole.
In middle-aged England, there's another word for it. Anyway, he's
think
carrying wood. And then his friend is carrying wood, and then he goes back and he's bringing tools, and they're building a trebuchet, I think, which that's what it's called. It's like
The catapult?
launcher, a catapult. And you see a thing that says "build, build, build." I guess that's the noises that.
Yeah. Yep. I've been to a construction site before. I know this.
Right.
sound.
They say "build, build, build."
Build.
He dumps a box full of tomatoes into the launcher.
Yeah.
Launches it at the castle, and then the king is outside in a
Yeah. Veranda.
In a
Terrace. I don't know. A little like open window thing.
yes, with tomatoes on his face. There's tomatoes all over the building, and he says they've discovered crowdsourcing.
So they crowdsource the tomatoes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the rooster's way funnier. He's got sunglasses on.
Cock-a-dood. Deal with it. Let me see that rooster. Yeah, that's great. That's much better.
Because it was perfect to my reaction. I was like, why? And then the next panel, he's just looking at me like, yeah, what?
Deal with
That's what
it.
I said.
All right. Well, next week we will bring back another battle of Pearls Before Swine versus Wizard of Id. Tune in, everyone. I know you're on the edge of your seat. You just got to sit there for one more measly week, and then you will find out the true champion of the past 2 weeks.
Keep listening.
Keep laughing
And keep
stripping.